What is up, YouTube? DDBK videos. I make military content, put it on the internet for you to enjoy. If you want, my social media links are in the description down below, along with my second channel. If you guys haven't already went and subscribed to my second channel, I would highly recommend it because, you know, boost my ego. Anyway, today we're talking about Space Force Boot Camp and my first day at Space Force Boot Camp, what it was like going through Space Force Boot Camp, kind of what to expect generally when you first arrive. So as you guys know, Space Force became a real thing earlier this year, 2018. I was one of the first classes to go through, or shuttles to graduate. I know with like Marine Corps, you know, you call them platoons. In the Air Force, we call them shuttles. So you and your brother's shuttle will graduate at the same time. I was one of the first groups to experience this, so I thought who better to give you this information than myself. If you guys take the 1 second it takes to hit the like button, I would appreciate this. Because, you know, this is valuable information right here for free. So, for starters, getting medically cleared to go to Space Force Boot Camp is extremely hard. You go to this thing called MEPS. It's a little different than the regular MEPS you're used to if you're already in the armed forces. This one tests you kind of like for aerospace medicine, as well as your musculoskeletal system to see if it works. Nervous system is a big thing in this, so if you have anything wrong with you whatsoever, you're probably being disqualified. Boot camp is actually located in San Antonio, Texas. When you first arrive, you're either gonna fly into San Antonio Airport or you're gonna bus there if you live in the surrounding areas. You go through a processing center, you strip down butt naked, and they suit you for flight gear. So once you're all suited up, everyone's in this gray, tannish flight gear ready to get on with training. They don't actually let you sleep the first night because they want everyone to get on the same sleeping schedule, because later when you're deployed in the fleet, you guys are gonna be sleeping for weeks on end. They're gonna put you in these hyperbolic chambers, but to do that, you don't want anyone sleeping more than the other. So a hypothetical scenario. This person's fully rested, this person was on a different sleeping schedule. You guys both get in a hyperbolic time chamber. When you wake up, that person's gonna be more groggy than this and not ready for the mission, and we're about mission readiness in the Space Force. Unlike other boot camps, we don't shave your head for the males because baldness is actually a trait of the enemy. So in Space Force Boot Camp, you get a regulation bowl cut. This actually isn't allowed. It's qualified as fattish, but I'm on leave right now at home, so I'm able to grow it out. However, when you do show up back up to base, you have to grow your hair out and get a regulation bowl cut right above the eyebrows, approximately ½ an inch above your right eyebrow. So if your left eyebrow is higher than your right, too bad, too sad, it's gonna be cutting off half your eye. However, if your right eyebrow is up here, you're gonna have somewhat normal looking hair. Food is not meal ready. It's kind of just like packaged. You have to kind of make it yourself. It's really weird. It's dry compressed food that could last over a period of time. They're trying to get your stomach used to eating this type of food so you don't get sick while you're on deployment, on your shuttle, what have you. During the first week, they want to start familiarizing you with weapons as soon as they can. So if anyone's familiar with the ray gun, from the Call of Duty series, there's actually a replica made for the Space Force. It's our regulation pistol. I know a lot of people use the 9mm, specifically like the US Navy. We have a standard issued ray gun. There was a debate and instruction coming out whether or not they were gonna use the ray gun or the needler from Halo, but popularity vote said the ray gun was more accurate and effective. There is no need to learn rifle training because if you're shooting at a long distance, chances are you're doing it out of the spaceship itself. We currently value education more than fitness, but that's not to mean that we slack off in the fitness department either. You will be challenged physically while here at Space Force Boot Camp. A lot of the fitness consists of an upside down treadmill. Now I know you're thinking, how do you use an upside down treadmill? Well, you go into the 0G chamber. When you're in the 0G chamber, everyone's kind of taped up to the top of the ceiling and you'll all be running the 1.5 miles on an upside down treadmill. Now what's the usefulness of this? Well, you gotta think, when you're going warp speed, you gotta still be able to run faster than the aliens that have boarded your shuttle. Okay, you're going warp speed, you're gonna be on the ceiling. You gotta be faster than the aliens who are in your shuttle. I think CrossFitters call that like useful something. PT is a big factor, but your weight is not. I know other military branches have a weight standard, weight minimum, weight max. However, no matter how much you weigh, when you're in space, you don't weigh anything. I'll go ahead and list off the Space Force ranks for you guys so you're familiar before you go to Space Force Boot Camp. E1 astronaut, E2 astronaut first class, E3 senior astronaut, E4 staff sergeant, E5 technical sergeant, E6 master sergeant, E7 starship starbase master sergeant, E8, Senior Master Sergeant. E9, Starship, Starbase, Senior Master Sergeant. And then you can go up to different variants of E9 or E9 from there, which is Chief Master Sergeant, Starship, Starbase, Chief Master Sergeant, Command Chief Master Sergeant, and Chief Master Sergeant of the Space Force. I'll go ahead and post up a picture right here so you can look at yourself. Space Force is made up of active duty and a reserve component, but just like the other branches, active duty are the only ones who are actually in the military, and reserves just like to pretend they are. Anyway, I hope you guys liked the video. If you did, leave a like. Don't forget to click on the link in the description for my second channel, LGWK. It's where I'll do the live streams and stuff like that, giveaways. So go help your boy out, and I'll see you guys on the next one.